Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Outstanding Achievement. I'm your host, James Windsor Smith, and today we have a special treat for you. This is our unveiling of Image Grand Design. Now, this book was born in a cartoonist kayfabe video where Ed Piskor suggested, what if somebody got together and made all of the Image books take place in the exact same universe with the exact same consequences? It was actually a very, very lofty ideal, but I believe the crew has assembled to make it happen. So let's take a look at this project here. This was all done by fans on the Facebook group, but the results speak for themselves. This is very awesome. I forget who the cover artist is, but he actually did the cover to the Wizard fanzine as well. I know that much. Oh, and this is a flip book, by the way. This is Grand Design, which is available now at imagegranddesign.com. Just click on the link below. But the flip of that is actually Image Grand Disaster. Now, this is not available yet. This won't be available for at least a month, as far as I know. But a little sneak peek here. As you can see, this is an awesome, awesome thing. You can see Boof and the Bruise crew there, or the Boo crew, rather. There's all sorts of awesome heavy hitters in this. There went Todd McFarlane in a picture. He didn't contribute to this book, obviously. But we'll focus on that another time. Let's take a look at Grand Design for now, since that's available now. Alright, page 1. Alright, right off the bat, you have your heavy hitters on this side, and your not so heavy hitters over here on the right. This is actually a character from Phantom Force. This character is actually created by Jack Kirby. As you can see, the little awesome logo down here. Well, I shouldn't call it an awesome logo because that Rob Liefeld, Awesome Entertainment. But it's a really cool logo. Really awesome and symbolic of what everybody's all about. I think everybody loves Jack Kirby, at least in our group. But it's really cool and really outlaw looking. There are hints of both the styles, in my opinion. The early Image founders and a Kirby-esque nature. There's something retro about that. Then we have a double page spread. Hope you can see that on there. What an impact. Man, that suit is so iconic. The character is obviously based on Bruce Lee, the original character. Alright, then we get to the nitty gritty. Here we go. All of the main players are around here. And here's my name, which is the most important thing, even though I did one page in this book. I did do 2 pages in Grand Disaster, but obviously that's not the focus right now. We'll take a look at that. Just be patient. But it really looks awesome. Shout out to Greg Giordano, who really produced the pages for me and did the lettering and effects. And he actually even scanned it. My scanner, while it can scan 11 by 17, only does 300 dpi, whereas on average we're looking for 600 for the detail we want. And he had that, and I basically sent him the artwork for him to keep as payment, basically, for doing the scanning. And I'm very proud to say it looks awesome, as you'll see. Just not in this video. Here we go. We got our classic Jason Wynn. And you can see Chapel here in the darkness. His face really stands out. He did a bang up job, like making sure that you could tell that. Man, great effects. I really like the small panels. So much storytelling going on. Yeah, shout out to the storytellers. That like this is awesome to look at, but it's really a chance for the storytellers to really shine. Man, that panel really is like really captures this 2-page spread. That's really awesome. It feels Ditko-y to me. Okay, then boom. Look at that spawn. That is just fantastic. I like the dialogue. This cape, these chains, I'm a badass. Oh, there we go. Our first ad there. This is Sam Royale. He's awesome. Like I really love his stuff. Like you can see for yourself. Like he did this page over here. He really knows what he's doing. Check out his book, Dish Room. It's really fantastic stuff. He's got an Etsy account, etsy.com/shop/SamJRoyale. I'll put that in the description and at the bottom of your screen so you can actually go there. These guys are the wave of the future. Like if you get your stuff now, someday somebody's gonna see their stuff coming out from like big publishers, and they'll be like, "Oh wow, do you remember when he did this?" And you're gonna be like, "That was nothing. Did you see Image Grand Design?" All right, this is another one of my favorites here. This spawn image. I actually followed this guy yesterday on Twitter. He's really awesome. Really great to see his stuff. But yeah, I would buy an actual Spawn comic if the artwork looked like that. Another shout out to Eli Schwab. He does a Grendel podcast, which is pretty interesting. I've only heard maybe 4 episodes now, starting from the very beginning, because I want to take my time and really sink into it. But the very first episode has a huge, huge guest. I'll just leave it at that. And why don't you go over to his YouTube page and see for yourself. If you're doing a podcast about Grendel, the guests don't get any bigger. I'll just say that. And this is another awesome page. Here we have Billy Kincaid from, what was that, number 5 or 6 of Spawn. And over here we have the fingers. This really looks amazing. I like the shift. Like, not everything has to be in color in a book like this. Aren't Youngblood Grand Design? You see the split down the middle there, featuring the old and the new. There's a Darkest Image. I don't think that's real. Oh, this is definitely different. This reminds me of something Marvel would even do back in the day. Man, I really want to sit down and read this. Man, look at those great colors. These are fantastic. A return to the character we saw at the beginning. Now this is just great. This is 16 panel grids. You know, this reminds me of the Dark Knight Returns and the great storytelling that Frank Miller was able to pull off there. Then we have an homage to Iron Man cover. And good old Naked Dragon. We all got to see a Naked Dragon early on in our youth. Now we've seen a bit much of Naked Dwayne Dragon, or the Son of Dragon. That comic is pretty much turned into a smut fest. And that was in Image Zero, I believe. That was the girl that got killed answering the door. It was often referenced in early issues of Dragon. Just you never experienced it directly. It was already something that happened between issues. And it's like looking at a history book here. We're seeing all these iconic moments from the series. The Vicious Circle. Or I thought I see Freak Force. I'm sure they'll definitely turn up in here. All right, this is another ad. This says a new series by award-winning artist Nathan Grixt. It says "F the Apocalypse, we ride." All right, then we have reviews here. These are some heavy hitters here. Ed Piskor said fresh, and Jim Rugg calls it badass. Pretty awesome. So check that out. That's at adamsteve.com. Here we go. Look how much the character had changed from 1992 all the way to 1992 and a half. Whoa. This is great, the point and counterpoint of the character. Oh, excuse me. Man, that's just great, Super Patriot. Good job, Alan. Now, these are two of my favorite images in the book here. Dracula is saying, "Hello? Yes, this is Dracula. Who's this? What works? Yes, I'll fight you. Meet me at my castle." And beat, 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 and beat. I think anyone who lived through the early days of Image totally gets that page. Now, this Shadowhawk is just fantastic. I think this is one of the best images of the book, no pun intended. So, that was Kralzik is the name, I believe. Well, you did a great job. So you should tap yourself on the shoulder, pat yourself on the back. Alright, then we have even smaller panels. Now this has got to be my old friend, let's see. Yep, this is Michael Kemp. This is some awesome stuff. Man, it feels like one of those pages that you're really going to dig into and really enjoy when you read it. But it's really cool to just look at the art, you know? And here's Cyberforce. Right, this is the kind of thing you'd expect someone to do in grade school, you know? I mean that as a compliment. I really like the drawing down here. This is Lubusan. Now, I'm not that familiar with the power. I really don't recognize the character very much. But that one I recognize. That's the Supreme, obviously. He plays a big role in the flip side of the book, as you'll see. There's Trencher. Everybody loves Trencher. I really like the creative layout here, the non-grid format. Boom. Then we have Shadowhawk. Before my second stroke, I had some ideas for Shadowhawk that didn't make it the final cut. But it was supposed to be in the grand disaster part. It was supposed to be about the son of Shadowhawk and his complicated relationship with his father. Maybe it's a little too serious for a book like this, but I really had some awesome ideas. Now over here, we already have our first reference to The Walking Dead. That's really smart to switch to black and white to make the point. But over here, we already have some awesome coloring. Sorry, I keep saying awesome. Some amazing coloring. That really stands out. That with that purpley effect, pinkish effect. Man, Pitt looks great. But once again, going outlaw there. Blood and guts, literally goods. Oh, sorry, I caught myself reading there. This is half of the crown on Webtoon. You can look this up. But you can follow them on Twitter. Their name is Shotrohi, Shotrohi. Thanks for advertising here. Much appreciated. This is the cover artist too. I can't believe I can't remember his name. But this is great stuff. Here you have the Fury and that other guy from Mystery Incorporated, whose name slips my mind. That's what happens when you haven't read a book in 20 years, I guess. Once again, this encapsulates to me what exactly this project's about. I really dig the layout and the amateur nature of the page here. This is really cool. Not in my city. Bam! So this is great. Knockout, drag out fight. It reminds me almost of Don Simpson, huh? Oh, we're coming up on my one and only contribution to this book. In the beginning, there was black. Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Then there was purple. Bam! Wouldn't you like to get away? So this is Eli Schwab, and let's see, B. Grano. That is a fantastic shot. It really takes you to that other place. And sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, really. Then we have my contribution. The little backstory to this page. This was drawn after I had backed out initially from drawing those Shadowhawk pages. I had a second stroke, obviously, and I was in no condition to really focus on doing an actual comic book. So I backed out. I had apologized to the guys for leaving in a lurch. Parts of it could have gone in other directions. But I was approached by Craig CK. Shout out to Craig. Once again, I'll throw a link your way. He actually managed to come up to me and ask me online if I would be interested in doing a Max pinup. Now, that's a great idea, but all I had was typing paper and a rough wooden pencil. I really couldn't really contribute that. But he insisted that I draw it and he ink it, and I think the results speak for themselves. I covered him in kind of bumper stickers, like this is Wetworks. Here's Aegis, which was originally the name for Wild Storm back in the day. And here we have Pizzini for Prez, Extreme. My original idea was that these were going to be everywhere, all over him. Like if Craig could think of something else to put on him, but he really wanted to stick true to the original artwork, and he did gangbusters. This really stands out to me, at least. I could look at my own work all day. Well, speaking of Shadowhawk, Shadowhawk R.I.P. That's Michael Kemp, by the way, that did this 2-page of pages of comics. There we have some familiar feet. That would be the Max. Oh, I sense a swipe here. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Batrock, you son of a bitch. Come and get it, boomer. I believe that character was originally based on Shaquille O'Neal. It's hard to believe, but he was once the youngin' around here. Then you see him, and he's hawking Gold Bond medicated creams on his back, pretending his back hurts so you can buy the medicated cream. Oh, another advertisement. All right, this is Rex and Tex. This is Intergalactic Artifact Hunters. That's also on Webtoon. I don't really see much information on here as to where exactly, like, look them up. But if you search for Rex and Tex, I'm sure that'll come up on Webtoons. Well, there's the Lotus. It seems that the Max is looking for inner peace, and instead of inner peace, he's getting Malbolgia. I like the little ids there. That's really an encounter I didn't expect to see. The Max and Malbolgia. A lot of action. Here we go again with the unnamed cover artist. But hey, one of the cool things is his style is instantly recognizable. I can't say enough great things about this guy. I really dig these pages. There's a reason he's on the cover, right? There's more Max. I like the Kirby Crackle. That's a great hardcore bloody scene. Looks like an excellent day for an exorcism. Who's the fool now, Malbolgia? I like the, sorry, let me realign here. The chung 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 here, that seems some Sam Keith trademark storytelling. Man, that's awesome. Man, both pages here, I don't know where to look next. Everything is really impressive. It looks like the spawn counter thingy is about to count down to 0. Oh, there's more of the chung 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 chung. Another swipey panel or homage to an issue of Max. Oh. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry, I lost my place there. It's a little hard to lift through here with one arm and get it on video. I have my tricks on how to read stuff normally. An advertising for ChrisAndersonComics.com. Um, According to this, he actually has a Patreon, so check him out there. Now, here is the knockdown drag out fight that's been made so famous online. I don't know if you can appreciate this, like looking at it on a screen, but this is fantastic. Everything is laid out and choreographed very well. And your winner? I don't know if there's a winner to this fight. Nope, there's Rick Grimes. She's instantly recognizable from Dark Knight Returns. And now, we are the Walking Dead. Man, I've got to sit down and really read this. I keep getting caught up in what's going on. That's a really awesome way to end that section of the book there. That's really great. And here's a fake ad for the Max Season 2. I wish. I would definitely watch that. We have Health Shock. Alright, here's Troop 44. Look it up on Amazon. Alright, this is the making of Image Grand Design. And the little bios of everybody that participated in this book. Hey, shout out to Mark Darden. I see your name. Oh yeah, Tom Orchowski, the famous letterer, was actually hired to work on parts of this book, which is pretty impressive. He's really a legendary guy. All right, now here's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. We'll leave that for now. And that's pretty much it. Here's the man of the hour, Ed Piskor. This book would not exist without his input initially. So thank you very much, Ed. You're a legend, and we appreciate you. The rest of this book is the flip book, and is material by pro creators, which is awesome, but that's nearly not what we want to see. So let me flip this over. This is available at www.imagegranddesign.com. You can read it digitally. It's only $5, and every penny of your donation will go to the Heroes Initiative, which helps out old pros and guys that are down on their luck. So if you really care about other people, and if your heart's in the right place, you really want to donate. Well, thanks for checking this out, and press subscribe and follow and all that, and thumbs up. And we'll see you next time for an outstanding achievement.